Hello, everyone, and welcome to Co-opt Up. We are four friends who gather around talking casually about anything and some things. My name's Kenny, and today I am joined by my anime original characters, so please don't steal. First, we have the orphan son of a devil and an angel. He was raised in the village, hidden by the eyes. He was an outcast until he discovered the awesome power within his soul, known as Kyber Juice, and then became the most awesome person who gained recognition by all of the people that used to not like him but now do. We have Cameron.
Wow, I got an epic open.
Next, we have the talented prodigy of a legendary fighting master. He traveled the entire world and never lost a single battle. Even when he faced off against the strongest of foes, and even his own clone, he would always come out on top. This is because he had sealed the ancient power of Kyber Juice into his left arm. And whenever he got serious in a fight, he would undo the left seal by his master and embrace his true power. Not many know his true name, but today we know him as Alan.
This hurts, dude. This is hurting me.
Damn.
And finally, we have just a regular guy born into a boring regular life. That is, until one day, he got hit by a semi-truck and died. But get this, you won't believe what happened next.
That's about it.
He became a zombie.
He got transported into another world. But not only that,
God damn it.
he was gifted with the awesome power of Kyber Juice.
I hate you. What is
This made him
Kyber Juice?
super powerful, and it also led him to getting his own harem, where he found true love. But he would always get into raunchy shenanigans every now and then. His name is Connor.
All right, that looks like
Scott-
we're out of time. Thanks for watching this podcast.
Just finished a fucking cup of Kyber juice. Jesus.
Welcome to Co-opt Up.
Yeah,
welcome
welcome.
to the anime episode. Today we're talking about anime and everything about anime, but mostly we're going to be focusing on old school anime and new school anime. New school? I mean, just new anime, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's
right?
modern. you
Just
know,
modern anime.
Today's.
But
date.
before we get into that, let's talk about our week. Cameron, why don't you start us off as usual?
I guess I do. You're right. Let's see. Well, this happened to all of us, but the polar vortex, consumed us all this past 2 weeks.
Is that what it's actually called? The polar vortex?
I think it was. Yeah, it was the polar vortex where all the Midwesterns nearly died.
Oh.
It was a very big calamity. I don't think many people died, but there might have been. Who knows? It was freaking cold.
If I was to be sent to an isekai, I'd probably because I fell and fucking froze to death.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He slipped on a piece of ice on the sidewalk and cracked his neck and died.
Yep.
And started leaking
He
Kyber
slipped
juice.
on his own dick.
on the way to
an
the
isekai.
manga store. Or I don't know.
On the way to
the Fujoshi store.
the
They're always-
Blockbuster.
They're always otakus who get sent to these worlds. So weird.
They're never regular guys.
No. They're never smart people. They're always
Well, I mean,
just
there's that one, right?
antisocial people.
There's that one with the guy who gets reincarnated as a Nazi girl.
Oh, I get into like World War II or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's a good show.
But you know what? We're
watched
getting
it.
too into anime right now. Cameron,
Yeah,
continue
my
telling us
life
about
is
your
not
week.
an anime, guys.
Not yet.
But yeah, we've went through
Bitch.
like a bunch of phases of why I hate winter. Like we had the first phase where it was like negative 30 degrees, which felt like negative 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it went to like super icy, like the sidewalks around my school are just ice rinks. And I fell on my buttocks like a million times. And then we just recently got a buttload of snow that buried my roommates and I in my house. So I've been stuck in my house for the past 3 days. Please help me. Send help.
No.
Well, why would we do that? Because, we're talking about Alan's week now.
Okay. Yeah, fair.
I-
Who cares about me?
Spend every single day this week waking up at about 5 in the morning to get ready because it took me. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, go on. I'm
Keep going.
I'm engaged.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go robot.
Okay.
All right. I mean,
What?
is that like a
Is that a-
signal?
No,
Is that a
I
code
mean
or
like
something?
yeah. No, I mean like I feel like I'm disconnected. Give me a second.
Okay.
I mean, you
He's dying
sound
too.
absolutely
Internet.
fine.
Someone send him
Oh wait,
help.
no. Yep. Send Alan help
Yep.
while we talk about Connor's
Hello.
week.
No,
Hi.
I'm back.
I mean,
Hello.
yeah, you know,
ahead,
Connor, you
ahead.
go, Connor.
Oh Jesus Christ. My week's been okay. I've been making a lot of crappy foods. Like I've been attempting to cook and then I mess up, and then I have to kind of live with the consequences of what I make by wasting like $40 on trying to make like a nice big meal to last like multiple days. So that's kind of the problem with making big meals. This isekai world's really bad.
Oh, are we in the isekai world too, or do you have like? Are you on your smartphone?
You know what? You're all my harem, you guys.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
Oh yeah, by the way, I finally updated my computer to Windows 10. I can now finally scroll on my computer.
Whoa.
It now it's like if like my computer was a Pokemon, I taught it to fucking move scroll because I didn't even know that concept of scrolling existed. And I was on Windows 7, and so I'm gonna play Dragon Age Origins tonight, with with a nice drink, a Caesar salad, and just chill out and have a good day.
Sounds like a good isekai day.
Yeah, you know, I would do
Sounds like
that
a good
exact
isekai.
same thing in an isekai.
I'm sure they have Caesar salads there, and
Dragon Age
Dragon
Origins.
Age. So, Kenny, how was your weekends?
Get this, right? In my anime world, I learned how to floss. So my siblings were doing.
Wait. Are you talking about the?
No, he hasn't flossed for his entire life. with
No, I
his
haven't
teeth.
flossed like ever in my entire life, like
Yeah.
between my teeth.
Yeah.
Mm.
He
But
just learned about
my my siblings taught me the Fortnite dancing of floss.
it. Mhm.
So I finally got into the groove of it, and I was like, you know what? Let me just do it. So then I did it just to please them. And then you know what? I get why people do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of hypnotizing in your body.
Yeah, it's fun. No?
It's got like a particular movement to it where it's kind of like a pattern that's fun to repeat. So you know, I get why people like doing it. But you know what? Whenever I catch myself doing it, I'm like, stop.
Yeah, every time I do it, I just feel like
It's
my
like-
life shortened
It's like,
significantly.
Kenny, you're a weeaboo. You can't do this.
Yeah. This
You're
isn't
not.
your
You're not
culture.
like you're not a Gen Z. Wait, hold on. I don't know where the cutoff is between millennials and Gen Z.
Nobody knows.
I don't know. Think
But
we're
I mean,
Gen
that's
Z,
my
I don't know.
week. I learned how to floss. That's it.
Is
That's-
that really
that's
it?
I mean, what did you do during your week, Alan, as you and
Okay.
Robo?
I think my connection is secure enough to talk. So,
Mhm.
so I woke up every morning, around 5 o'clock in the morning, so I could get up, eat breakfast, and then drive an hour about to work, and then I stayed there till like 5 in the afternoon.
Oof.
And I'm
Jeez.
slowly dying.
Nice.
Well, I mean, at least you're slowly dying.
Not dead yet. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm proud of you, Alan.
No, don't be proud of me.
Well,
Uh,
now that we have all completed our anime journey,
Wait,
let's bask in the anime paradise.
not yet.
Not yet.
I
Not
want to
yet.
bring your attention to our new thumbnail or streaming background, I guess. Normally there would be text on that sign. Don't worry about it. I forgot about it, and it's just going to be like this. So don't yell at me. I am sensitive. I
Yell
just
at
want
him.
to say it was created by MorahZamora. In the YouTube podcast description, I'll probably put a link to his Patreon or Twitter, either or. But
All right.
just wanted to send my thanks to him. It's a cool background. I really like it.
All
Hey, you know what?
thanks,
Yeah, big thanks. This looks beautiful.
Yes.
Couldn't have asked for a better background. I mean, that.
Kenny,
Yeah.
start talking about the topic for this week.
So, I mean, we were thinking about this. We were thinking about how sort of old anime sort of compares to modern anime nowadays, and I just want to get like a scope of everyone's experience. What's the oldest anime you've seen?
Oldest, jeez. I
I
guess.
don't remember.
Oh, what was it called? It's the one with the red panda. Not the raccoon. Was it a red panda? I have to look it up. You guys talk.
I don't remember.
Back in high school, so we had anime club, Mr. Oh, you know what? Lord, fuck, censor
God
that.
You just gave away everything.
All right, well that's just gonna. Don't worry
That's
about
a
it.
long beep.
We all have to move.
He hosted the club because back when he was a kid, he was really into like Japanese like cartoons for kids.
Mm-hmm.
But like this was like set like he's not super old, but these are like 70s well, like early 80s Japanese cartoons for kids, and you know, we for one day he's like, "Hey, I want to watch my own shit," and we were like, well, "We're not gonna stop him, obviously."
I think
And
I
so
watched Robot Wars. I think that's what it
I
was
think
called.
we also watched I think we watched Astro Boy once or twice.
Did we watch Astro Boy? I might not have been there.
I feel like we did.
Oh wait, no. I know the oldest anime I've seen.
Oh yeah,
I watched Candy.
Candy.
I watched Candy. Give me a second. I need to pull this up.
All right. Well, for me, the oldest anime I've seen was probably Ninja Scroll.
Hell yeah, let's
Oh, yeah,
go.
that's pretty good.
And no, like the thing is, like I didn't watch it intentionally. My dad rented it from a Blockbuster, and I just sat there watching it with him. And the thing about Ninja Scroll is that it's really graphic. It's one of those graphic, mature '90s anime. Hold on, Alan, you watched Candy?
Yeah, dude. My family owned it on VHS.
You owned Candy on VHS?
Yeah, dude. My mom was a fan.
How the heck did you do that?
There was so we have the books in Spanish in my home, I'm pretty sure.
Dang, dude. That was
Yeah.
1977.
Was it?
Hell yeah.
77?
Dang,
I
that's
see
like
1975 as the.
Dude.
Oh, that's the
1975?
manga. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a manga. I'm talking about the anime.
Do I beat you?
You're back.
You do beat me. Well,
You beat
Oh,
me
hell
too.
yeah, dude.
like I went back to Ninja Scrolls was just like 1993, I think.
But what was that? Look it up. I'm sorry.
Look
Look
what
at
up.
what?
I'm trying to look it up. I can't
Oh, you're
remember
trying
the
to look
name
it
of it. Holy. It's like a
Ugh.
movie
Ugh.
Studio Ghibli was inspired by.
You're
The
being
movie-
very vague.
I know.
Well, I'm glad you're being as big as possible.
Ugh.
I don't remember the name. I'm so sorry. I
I
wasn't
think the
expecting
oldest
this.
I think the oldest like intentional film that I've ever watched was a like Japanese film. I think it was Princess Mononoke. Me and
Mm.
L'Oreal had a date where we watched that. I mean, it's not
It's-
super old, but you know,
I think that's was that a 90s?
I think it might have been late 80s.
Late 80s, really?
All
It
right,
might have
I don't
been
think it
90s.
was-
I don't know. I'm not
I don't
gonna.
think it
I'm
was
not gonna.
that
I'm
late.
not gonna pretend that I'm an expert in that film.
give me a second.
I was kind of in and out of it because of my ADHD.
Mm. You were in and out of it during Princess Mononoke? How'd you do that? Well,
Also-
I mean, you were with a pretty girl, so maybe.
I also have this one on VHS.
Which one?
I got Heidi on VHS.
Oh. I don't know.
That was what, 1974?
Oh, I think I found it.
Let's
Okay.
go.
I found it.
I didn't know I didn't remember I had such old anime in my house.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched this.
What was it? Wait, which? Oh,
Watched
that one.
both
Yeah,
of these.
Okay, I remember the opening for that. Because it had like a remade version of it. The Heidi Girl, the apps.
Yeah,
Helps. What the? I'm sorry, I can't speak today.
it's okay. Love you.
But I found Do you count movies, or are we talking shows specifically?
Yeah, I mean
I
movies
think
too.
Movies count.
Okay.
Because
so-
like the thing about like anime is that they mainly just came out as movies back in the day.
yeah. So I think my earliest one beats Alan. It aired 1958. Hakujaden.
1958.
It's the Great White Snake. Or Panda and
Hakujaden.
the Magic Serpent, as in the thumbnail. It has like 2 different names, I guess. Now I can't remember much about it. I just remember there's a panda and some lady, and there's some ugly dude with a beard and some crystal ball. I didn't personally like it, but it's the oldest one I watched.
Are you okay?
What do you mean? Am I okay?
I don't know.
I was told to watch it because I guess Ghibli or who's the main so bad at names.
Hayao Miyazaki.
That's it. I can't believe I forgot his name. I'm not a real anime fan, I guess.
You forgot it when he said anime was mistake.
Yes, I do remember that. I don't think that's a thing he ever said.
Anime was a mistake.
It was the thing he said. Like
Was it
there was
literally-
like a,
I thought it was something like someone faked.
no.
I'm pretty
Where
sure
was
that
that?
he said that.
Like you could hear his voice say it. Like there's like a voice clip of him saying that.
Oh, okay.
It might have been like a really good like impersonator, but I'm pretty sure he said that.
Okay.
He seems like a guy who'd say that.
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
just
I've
being
seen that
honest with
around. I
himself,
just
bro.
don't
Guys.
know if I should have
Uh huh.
believed it.
Yeah.
You guys,
What's up?
I just turned in my application for my master's program.
Oh yeah.
I'm free.
You're free.
Oh.
I don't have to think about that anymore.
Now you can just think about anime.
Oh
with
my
us.
gosh.
And I will always love you.
An anime. Ooh, an anime. Ooh.
Welcome to the Isekai anime. Well, I mean,
What?
now that we're done talking about, like the oldest thing we've seen, like what's
Yeah.
the best oldest thing you've seen? Because those oldest things you've seen is probably not the best.
What are you talking about? These are good stories.
I
Filled
mean,
with childlike wonder.
Oh yeah.
is it the best?
No, it's definitely not the best, but it's not the worst. Like, have you seen the old Devil Man?
The old Devil Man?
Yeah, Devil
I've
Man.
seen clips of the
No.
dub, which is pretty bad.
Have you seen Inuyasha? Does that count as old?
Oh, I'm watching that currently.
Inuyasha is like a mid 2000s, like probably just
That's
year 2000.
2000s, yeah. It started.
That's
airing.
18 years ago, Kenny.
Yeah, you know
Okay.
that's
You know, before we go further into this, can we define the cutoff between old
Yeah,
and
let us-
yeah. You know, I was
do
about to
that.
bring that up right after I said what I said, but yeah, where's the cutoff between you guys between old school and modern?
I think for me personally, I think 2000s is
I feel like-
when it changes, because that was when cell shading sort of
Give me a
made
second.
the change to digital.
Mm.
So I think
So
cell
you're thinking
shading is old fashioned.
mid 2000s or
No, like 2000 exactly.
oh yeah,
Anything before
okay.
that is old school.
Give me a
Mm.
second. I need to check something.
Okay.
Go
Uh,
ahead.
I want to see when Pokemon came out because I think
Pokemon
that's
came
the
out.
cutoff. Either
Pokemon's the cutoff?
I think
Am I-
Pokemon is the cutoff.
1999, I think.
I mean, yeah, that's fine too.
Don't you know anything that wasn't made after 2005 is an anime? So
Is an anime.
Bummer.
You got that right.
It's an anime.
Full Metal
Sorry,
Alchemist,
Neon
screw that
Genesis.
shit. Full Metal Alchemist came out in
More like a
2004.
big fat shit.
Unbelievable. Connor.
I get to be funny now.
But I mean, like, I think I would agree with Cameron. I think like 2000 is the cutoff point, and that's where you'll see like the quality of it is visually is
Yeah.
drastically different, and also narratively, the writing is also very different. And I think that's when I started seeing a lot of Japanese anime start inserting Western culture into it.
Yes.
I think Pokemon is the cutoff because I think
Pokemon's
that's
the
why it happened.
Did you find? Wait, why? What happened? They stopped cell shading?
No, it's because it became very popular with children, and then it slowly crept into Western culture.
Okay.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. I think Pokemon did it.
So the start of Pokemon, like when was that?
You know, that's a great question. Because I gave up looking for it.
I mean, I'll just.
It didn't
Well,
tell
that's
me on the
cool.
Wikipedia.
I mean, it should be like on the right hand side
I
or
know I
something. like in
didn't
a
really
box.
pay attention.
You know, that's
Being
fine. That's fine.
1997.
1997.
1997.
I was
Hey,
born
1997 to 2002.
a year before that.
I was born during that year.
Yeah,
I was
here.
born
Yeah.
in the trash.
Can you believe it? I was conceived when Pokemon started.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I'm as old as
Yeah.
Pokemon. I'm not a
For
Pokemon
you.
fan anymore, though.
Dang, if we say Pokemon's the cutoff, Cowboy Bebop isn't considered old school because it's 1998.
Dang, dude. So
Ah,
is the original Pokemon technically old school?
I
The
think
original?
so. I believe so
Alright,
because that
you
was
know what?
that was cell shading.
Let's just
I'm gonna
fucking
say
send it.
25.
It was.
extend it. I'd say this: the '90s were definitely a transitional period, right?
Mhm.
Let's just agree on that,
For sure.
right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Look at that. Coming to a consensus.
So it literally says from 1990 and before on Google. So I'm just gonna say that's good enough for me.
1999.
Personally, I'd say that I don't think it was necessarily the 90s, but I feel like I'd say for me it was like 1995 to 2005 was the actual shift. I feel like it started midway through the 90s and then continued on until midway through the beginning of the 2000s. That's when we kind of finished the shift.
Yeah. Because I think following after that, we saw the K-On! Released in 2006. And with that,
is that
came a
like
whole
the
boom
beginning of the
being
dark
moe.
times for you?
The what? Yeah, the dark times,
That's
the dark
Dark
age.
Ages.
So like the same thing that happened to Western animation, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
now
The dark
Western
times.
animation is like absolutely void. Like the only cartoon you'll ever see animated is like either superhero movies or Cartoon Network.
They're all cheapy boys.
I mean, you'll still see like Disney. Maybe I don't know if Disney does anything animated anymore.
Once in a while
like,
they do like or Over the Garden. Was that Nick or that Disney? Over the Garden Wall.
I don't
Cartoon
know.
Network.
That was Cartoon
Cartoon
Network.
Network.
Which one was Gravity Falls? That was
Disney.
that
Yeah,
was
Disney.
Disney.
Disney
Okay.
XD. Yeah. So I mean,
My
yeah,
dude,
I don't think I should say that. Like Disney is still doing animation. Like they still
they
have, like,
all make animation.
Mhm.
You guys
I
are
guess-
silly. It's just
Yeah.
that there was a large period of time where everything was garbage.
Everything
Yeah.
was like live action at some point for some reason.
That was weird, man.
Remember when Cartoon Network had a lot of just live action shows? for
Yeah.
anime?
and real. That's what it was called.
Oh, yeah, that's
Do
right.
you remember that? Do you remember that show where well, it was a movie where that
I remember
kid
all the shows.
got into an accident and he had to have a brain transplant, so they
Uh-huh.
gave him the brain of the world's equivalent of like Walt fucking Disney,
Uh-huh.
and he got like schizophrenia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
I
I
remember
forget
that.
what it was called, but he was called like Shred something.
What?
I think it was
Yeah.
Are you all high?
No. It's like this kid, like this Ned Bigby, Ned's Classified School
Yeah.
Survive Guide looking like, or that might have been him. I don't
That,
know.
well, like I know that they just basically forced him to like you leader of our group now because you have his brain, And then for some reason, like the sister was a fucking alien. This absolutely is an anime.
No.
Yeah,
And-
we should go back to that topic.
I don't know. Like I'm all for totally getting sidetracked, but this is not something I really want to stick around in.
Yeah.
So let's
I'm
talk
ready
about
to
this
go
movie.
back.
Let's rate it. No, I'm joking. So I kind of lost myself. We're talking about anime and like what
We
we're
were
We were talking about the cutoff, and
Yeah,
we
And
all
then
agreed.
before that, you asked any good ones, I guess. You said.
So yeah,
Well,
I think so. Here's my opinion. I think that like the best written anime is within that transitional period between 1995 and 2005.
Yeah,
That's
but-
where I've seen like
What was
the
it?
best high quality written anime.
what was
It was
that
just
then?
most of it was just always consistent.
Yeah, but what was it? Give me an example.
What was it? To
Kenny.
give you an example, I'd say something like Trigun, Cowboy Bebop. You have things like Full Metal Alchemist
All right,
too.
Well, then what's the cutoff for the modern period?
Wait, you
After
said
2005, right?
1995 to 2005?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
I agree
between
with
that-
you. 'Cause
between that decade
Monster came out in 2005, and that show
What
was
is-
super well written. Monster,
Yeah.
You know what?
that's a great show.
I don't know. I didn't watch anime when I was younger, except for like Digimon and Pokemon.
I mean, that's fine. But like
That's
you
totally
saw
fine.
that transitional period too, right? Like
Mhm.
new Digimon nowadays. I mean, like, do you even care about Digimon right now?
No, bro.
I
I
never
don't,
did.
I didn't even know it
There's-
was on.
what-
Is it still going?
I think it's
Like-
no, it's not.
It's not.
Actually-
It's dead.
Did
Pretty
they
sure it's
try to
dead.
revive it, but then it failed?
Yeah,
They definitely tried to revive it, but it
multiple times.
wasn't interesting at all.
They just settled for games now.
And like they did the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh.
They
It
don't.
got
They
really
didn't
weird.
add enough guns.
Yeah.
Got really weird.
Well, it was just like for Yu-Gi-Oh, they didn't bother really to like make the story interesting. They just tried really hard to make the world super weird. Like they fucking made it Yu-Gi-Oh Racing.
yeah, on motorbikes
Fuck.
or whatever.
Dude, I'll say this though: the Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, if that's what it's called, the opening for that show was fantastic. Oh my gosh! When I tuned in on 4Kids Saturday morning and I heard that opening, whoo! Like that opening got me pumped.
Got my balls hard. Run over. Hear the jingling.
You know what the best anime of all time is?
What is it?
Oh boy.
Ghost Stories.
Well, I don't.
I mean,
Ugh.
is that
I
a
don't-
joke?
Are you talking the original or the dub?
Oh no, not the original.
Okay,
That's the
yeah.
worst.
Okay, let's talk about the dub.
Can it be
That's like the worst.
the best if the sub is worse?
I think that it is technically. You know what I mean?
It's technically okay.
What do you mean?
I
No, I don't know.
technically
What
know
you
what
mean.
you mean.
It's a completely different story.
It's a
It
completely
is.
different story. Like
And
That, like,
genre.
Yeah,
completely
like,
takes a tangent. It's
like
not
the-
even a story anymore. It's just a bunch of jokes.
Yeah.
they're two completely different stories with the same visuals, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's a parody, is what it is.
It's not. I don't think it's exactly a parody necessarily because
It's
it's interesting. Okay.
it's like Spaceballs.
Yeah.
That's what it's akin to, in my opinion.
Kind of. Well, Spaceballs is like a bunch of parodies. It's not really a parody.
I feel like it's more akin to like something Monty Python would do.
Mm.
Kind of,
But-
yeah, but
Not
No.
exactly.
Oh,
when did that
Oh.
even come out? Isn't that newer?
Ghost Stories?
Ghost Stories? 2003, I think.
Oh, is it
2002?
really?
I mean, I'm just like pulling it out of my ass here, but that's where I'm sort of gauging it.
2001. The
2001.
original release. I don't know
I was
when the dub
close.
was. Probably the same time.
So, what the heck is? I always forget. What were all the Ghibli films from the early or the late 1990s?
Like Howl's
have,
Moving Castle, Spirit
mm,
Yeah,
Away,
Mm-hmm.
all those are classics.
Kiki's
so good.
Delivery Service.
Mhm.
Yes, I forgot their names.
That's fine.
No, it's not okay.
I guess.
Well,
now
we're
you're
kind
right,
of-
It's not fine.
We're kind of getting like rooted in like the old anime.
Yeah.
Let's talk about modern. So, where, in your opinion, did this modern anime start having like its identity of being mediocre?
2010, 2012.
Well, I mean, okay, Kenny, you're making a big
uh-huh.
judgment here.
I'm making a big judgment. What I'm saying, Cameron, is that anime is not as good as it once was because guess what? I'm not a Gen Z.
Kenny,
well,
Yeah.
you
Kenny,
know,
I got two questions for you to answer that question. When
You have
did?
a question? Okay.
No, I have two questions that will solidly answer your question.
All right, hit me.
When did Sword Art Online come out?
2012,
When did
2011?
That's
To
about when
Love
I
Ru
started
come
watching
out?
it.
2008, 2007,
All right, there's your time period for when anime started to become trash.
so what? 2007 to 2012.
Yeah,
I don't think that's true.
I think
I don't
that's
know if
true.
that's-
Because
true.
we got Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood in 2010. And that
Yeah,
show's really
but
good.
that Cameron.
There's a ton of
You know,
shows
How
as
many,
well.
Cameron? How
Yes.
many shows do you see nowadays that are just person in another world,
Oh yeah, there's a ton of those.
Or
I'm not saying there's
trapped in-
not, but I'm
Well,
saying
I mean-
there's some great shows.
or a bunch of harem animes, or
Well,
yeah.
a bunch of in video
the
game
idea
animes?
is well, the idea is that it's just the shift is that people stop trying to make the main characters, anybody but the person that's watching it. I mean, they started appealing way too much to the viewers to the point where they designed characters that you could easily put yourself in instead of actual individuals that are
Yeah.
separate from them.
They also
So it's like, when did that start happening?
and the heavy
I mean,
fan service got
clear-
increased a lot.
Yeah, and clearly started getting like an increase of lollies because most people in
That's a phase.
fucking shows aren't pedophiles, and then a lot of people from the
What?
otaku culture are.
I mean, that's a big judgment too.
I
Yeah, there's-
literally zoned out and I only heard
There's
one word.
He just called
there's
otakus
tons of pedophiles, and no, I'm not saying that otakus are pedophiles. I'm saying there's tons of pedophiles in the otaku culture.
That's probably true.
I mean,
You know how many lolly
It's
shows
true.
there are?
yeah, that's a huge I don't want to say fetish because I don't is that right to say?
You know, probably.
It's pedophilia.
Is you know what? I'm not gonna touch that with a technical.
Yeah, I don't
call.
want to talk about this honestly. Connor.
Anyway,
I'm gonna I'll touch it easy.
please don't
Connor,
touch
I don't
this.
care.
Connor, leave me alone. Those shows are also trash. Just leave it at that and appeal to a bad crowd.
Yeah.
Wait,
What? Hello?
What? Hello?
Repeat that again.
what? Alan said something was also trash, and I don't remember what he said.
Just
Lolly shows.
Lolly
that
shows.
Lolly
appeal-
shows? Like Moe? Let's call them Moe. You know,
Okay,
they're not.
let's-
technically
I don't think
Moe
it's-
shows.
no. That's not
Moe,
moe.
Moe, Kyung.
That's not moe. Because like Made in Abyss could be considered moe almost.
No, it's not. Are you
it could
high?
like the stylization of it.
The
is
character
moe.
designs.
Yes. But I don't think lollies are moe. I mean,
don't think lollies
they
are
can
moe?
be, but I'm just saying the style.
Here's the thing. I would challenge that because I'd say the character designs are Moe, just
Yeah.
not the story.
For Made in Abyss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the story's definitely not moe.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal.
So it's not like a Moe anime, but it has that aesthetic and those designs. So it was definitely influenced by that culture.
I guess
Sure.
another good show that came out in 2011 was Hunter x Hunter. Periasa from the chat said.
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't
yeah.
think anyone
I've-
here has watched it except for me,
Mm.
but it's probably my favorite shonen. I think.
I mean, I guess if you're gonna give me that much crap about it, I'll watch that after I finish Star Trek Generations.
I was hoping
Kenny's
you
got to
would.
watch a whole lot of stuff I recommended.
Yeah,
I apparently have to watch anime
You
according
do.
to Ellen and Cameron.
I haven't watched in so long though. I mean, I've been watching Inuyasha, but it's like I haven't been binging it.
Inuyasha?
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
You mean Inuyasha?
yeah, that's what I said, dude.
I've been-
Inuyasha is not the same as
It's
Inuyasha.
the
I'm sorry.
same thing.
It is not the same thing.
What are you saying?
When you
Alan?
hear Kakome going Inuyasha, and he's just like, my name's Inuyasha.
Inuyasha, you know.
Throw it in Inuyasha, okay?
I'm not gonna lie. I like watching trash.
Okay.
Yeah, I like watching trash too.
I just like shutting off my brain, just letting the trash run free. Sometimes I enjoy it, and sometimes the story just is bad. Like the first time I watched, what is it, fucking Sword Art Online? I was like, all right, it's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, the first 14 episodes are really good.
I didn't really think about it at all.
You
I was
just
just
shut
like,
up.
I
yeah,
really liked the
it's all right.
That's how you watch anime nowadays, you know.
No, not anymore, bro. No.
That's
There's
not how
too-
you watch
there's,
anime?
there's too many good things nowadays that I can't.
Yeah,
I can't anymore.
there's too many
Oh,
good
they-
things nowadays. You say?
You guys,
Like
Yeah.
you can't watch bad things anymore?
I mean, I definitely can, but like,
you guys
I
won't even
definitely
watch
think-
Tate no Yusha.
what are you talking about?
That's the Shield Hero.
Oh,
I mean,
I don't
Connor,
speak
like-
Japanese,
Yeah.
Connor.
Shield Hero.
I just
I mean,
remember
the thing about that
fucking
is,
name.
Connor,
I
I've
mean,
read the manga.
Yeah, I've
I've
read the
also
manga
read
too.
the manga.
I mean, the thing is that when you read the manga, you're like, okay, can't wait to watch the fucking anime.
Yeah, but with this
where
one,
they try to make
I'm
it
not
cool.
like
I
that.
mean, friend, you tell me that you have not read a manga and then watched the anime. That's a really stupid excuse, honestly, if you think about it.
no.
Because when you make an anime of something, you do it to appeal to the people that read the manga, which is why we watched Boku no Hero Academia.
I'm trying to remember a
watched
time
that-
where
we
that's
read the-
true. Oh, I
we
guess
read-
Promise Neverland is the only one where I really wanted an anime.
Connor,
I
I'm gonna
read
be
the
honest with
manga.
you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I literally read Goblin Slayer right after I watched the first episode, and then I never went back to the show. And I did the same thing with Promise Neverland and Shield Hero.
Yeah, that's how
Well,
I
I
do
mean,
with most shows.
the thing that I think
Well,
Connor's
then-
trying to argue is that we're arguing about something, that's good.
Mhm.
Because Shield Hero is, without a doubt, in my opinion, it's really good. And then I don't know how the quality
What
is
did you
in
say
the
is
anime.
your opinion?
My
Wait, what did
opinion?
you say in your opinion?
Said it
Oh,
was good.
so I
Yeah,
think that
I
Shield
didn't
Hero
hear.
is good. It's a good manga. I'm not sure how that translates in the anime, but judging by your,
Yeah.
your hype for it, I assume it's also pretty good.
I've been watching it. It's really good. I mean, I think that they kind of rush it a little bit, but I think that they're planning on telling the whole story in one season. But it's a 25 episode long season, so like, they have room.
Mm.
Like my biggest gripe is that I think they aged Ralph Talia, like
Mm.
the Coon girls,
Mhm.
way too quickly because like she's a kid for about one episode.
Oh yeah, I felt
But
that
she's
way in the
also-
manga too.
She's
it was so
also like a
quick.
kid for a chapter or two in
Yeah,
the
it was
manga,
so
dude.
quick. in the
I
manga.
But the
literally
thing-
got so mad. Look, here's the thing I don't like about Shield Hero, and it
Oh,
pisses
God.
me off to no avail.
Okay.
Like, they have such a good story going for them, but every time you gotta turn your fucking characters into cute girls that you can loot, fucking garbage piece of shit. I really like the
I mean-
story and the whole concept, but you gotta fuck it up like that.
I agree with the bird thing. Slave
Why the
Girl is
fuck-
okay, but
why the fuck did the bird become
Spoilers. Spoilers.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure what he said, but I could piece it together.
he's,
But
he's
he
asking
didn't say
why
it clearly.
the bird became a lolly.
Well, you just made it explicit.
Yep. Can we
I mean-
can we not talk about Shield Hero anymore?
Okay.
Sure,
Why?
let's.
What?
Because this isn't the
what
Shield
the
Hero
fuck?
podcast.
This isn't
Connor.
the Shield Hero episode, but this is the anime episode.
This is the anime episode. I'm not planning on talking about this the whole time.
Well,
That's true, but I mean,
Fair.
here's the thing. I think it's unanimously
we've
agreed
talked
all
about
across
other-
the board about the Shield Hero is a good show.
Yeah,
It's a good show.
it's not
good
fully
story.
out yet. I can't judge it, and I'll
Fully
probably
out.
watch it when it's fully out.
Hmm.
That's how I watch.
That's
most
me
of my
too,
anime.
like-
I don't
But
like.
you know that's what I say, right? Like I'll just wait until all the episodes come out, and then it does. But then I just never
watch it. Yeah, I have a
It's
huge
just
list
like-
that I haven't watched.
I'm making false promises to myself.
I
But,
literally just watch clips of the anime on
Oh,
I do that sometimes too.
like
I feel
Love
like
is
you miss
War.
the pacing when you do that.
Yeah,
like
but
it's
there's
kind of
some
important.
there's some shows that you don't need pacing for.
Like which
And that's-
ones?
Like Slice of Life.
Okay, I feel like Slice of Life is hard to watch in clips,
I disagree.
unless it's like comedy, like mainly
Yeah.
comedy, not
Yeah.
the romance.
Mm.
Like
I'm guessing
Uh,
Pop Team Epic.
Bob Team
Get
Epic. Yeah.
Gekon Shoujo Nozuki-kun or whatever the fuck it was.
fuck are you talking
out.
about?
Chill out, Alan. I'm
What-
reciting their fucking names. I'm sorry you
What
can't remember. dick.
country are we in, Connor? God damn.
I
Alan,
don't know.
We're in anime isekai world, so anything goes.
Clearly, Ellen hasn't been drinking enough cipher juice.
Cyber
apparently.
juice.
Cypher juice.
I don't even fucking
Get
care
your
anymore,
lore
bro.
right. Did you just
I don't
watch
even
clips
give a
of
shit.
us?
Connor, can you
I don't
tell
give
me
a
the
shit.
English, please?
I don't know the name in English.
Oh my!
It
I'm not
doesn't
gonna
have a name in English. That's the thing.
It doesn't have a name.
send me a link.
It's just Gekon Shoujo Nozuki-kun. Fuck you. Remember, I don't even care.
But I mean, it's I think slice of lives in general are pretty easy to follow when you're not
Oh.
following the romance.
It literally has an English piece of garbage.
What's it called? Then?
What is
What's
it?
it called?
I don't give a shit.
Tell me it's memorable.
It's literally called the Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun.
That's a dumb name.
Yo, do you think
That's
it's
a dumb
better in
name.
Japanese?
I do think it's better in Japanese because you know what? I have Japanese weeaboo ears, so you can't come at me with those English
It's,
words.
What
it's
are
probably
weeaboo
literally
ears?
the same.
Is it
It's
weeaboo
probably-
ears when you have cat ears
Are
and
we-
human ears at the same time?
Cameron, don't start. Okay.
Yeah, why do some people have that? I don't understand. Like,
I don't get
shouldn't
it.
they only have one pair of ears
Yeah,
in anime?
Really
That doesn't
should.
make sense.
I just bring this up because I know it makes Kenny super mad at me, and I think
Yeah,
I
but,
brought this
like,
up before.
What's the biological advantage of having 4 sets of?
That's my argument. Like
There's no advantage, Kenny.
You already have 2 sets of ears. The only way you can make ears better is just make them bigger. Why do you need extra canals in
Make
your
them
skull?
funnels.
It's just like
It makes them more
Don't do it.
hollow and therefore dumber.
Can I give
It-
well,
it gives me bad agita.
can I pose a question?
What's your question?
What do you think the biggest trends of old school and modern are? Like trends in genre,
Easy.
like the biggest ones.
Gundam.
Yes,
Can
Gundam
I
is
say
probably the biggest
Gundam?
one.
Can I say in space?
In space, yeah.
Yeah, space.
Monsters
Yep.
and
On
samurai.
Dying
Cyberpunk.
ghosts.
Cyberpunk, yeah, I guess
Cyberpunk
there's a lot of
used to
that.
be Big.
I'd say like otherworldly, like afterlife beings. I would guess you could say.
Fighting each other with
think Ghost-
monsters.
I think ghosts were a theme.
For old
Ghosts were
school.
definitely the
Yeah.
like all these like
Yeah.
abstract.
Old
I think
school.
it's like very sci-fi-ish, like Serial Experiments Lane,
Mhm.
Ghost in the Shell,
Oh,
Akira.
I'd say
Stuff like that.
fantasy as well.
Was
Just traditional
fantasy big?
fantasy.
Oh, like Garzy's Wing?
God.
I'd say it's fantasy, but it's not isekai.
It is not that. It is.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't remember much fantasy.
Japan doesn't only do.
Did you ever
isekai.
watch an old Ghibli film? It's fantasy.
Oh, like
Yeah.
I guess that's fantasy. It's just
Yeah, look at my.
I'm
butt.
thinking of Western fantasy, like goblins and
Well,
mages and stuff like that.
That's just you being stupid.
That
That's
is
just you
me
being a dummy, Alan.
Excuse me?
I was about to say Karen, but then I went straight to Alan because I just wanted
Thank
to
you.
knock his peg down.
And what I guess we already established isekai and modern. A lot of slice of life, fan
Harem.
service.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's fan service in the olden days too, but not this bad.
Harem, a lot of harem, a lot of
Oh yeah,
harem, a lot of video games,
A lot of incest nowadays too.
yeah. That's
Is that? Oh yeah, that is a thing. Oh, I don't want.
There's like a new one every season.
Oh, you could. I mean, I can't hate that guy. Whoever made My Little Sister can't be this cute. He's
Oh,
a
so you
fucking
say the
asshole.
English name
Oreimo.
for the bad one?
Because that's so long, Alan. It's so long. in
No,
Japanese.
Connor can suck my nut.
But I am ashamed to say
I'm
that I have
sorry
watched
that.
that. Did everyone here watch that?
I
Oreimo?
watched the whole thing.
Yeah,
and
Yeah, I
same.
watched the whole
I
thing.
thought
I
thought
mean-
it was gonna be saved in the end. Like, holy
Yeah,
shit,
same.
this man developed the conscience, but no, they just
Yeah.
went.
They went full
I
in.
got-
I mean, the second that I saw the guy go get his sister back from whatever, and he like pinned her to the ground, I was like, "Ooh, no! Oh no, no!"
First episode almost.
I don't.
clicked exit.
I don't remember that.
It's
don't-
like
it's
the
been so
third or the
long.
fourth.
Yeah, it's been so
It's like the
long.
third or the fourth.
Hmm.
I just remember beginning a couple episodes in, and
You start to like a couple episodes in.
I got a couple episodes in,
Oh,
and
you
then
got
I
it, okay.
realized that honestly, when I first saw the show, I remembered it by its Japanese name. I can't remember the Japanese name anymore, but I didn't know the English name actually. And so after I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? And then I looked up the English translation of the name. And I'm like, oh no!
Yeah.
Oh,
That's when you realize.
ah!
That's when you
What am I doing?
alt tabbed out.
Oh, I gotta get out of here. Have you ever there's like this so this is gonna sound weird, but there's this okay, it's just like this is off context,
Okay.
but there's this scene in Red Dead Redemption 2 where
oh my
like
god.
the facial animations are fantastic, where you play as Arthur Morgan and you go into this house and there's like this weird fat guy and this weird other girl, and like they're clearly like a couple, and they're so happy and like lovey-dovey, and you're sitting there at the table as they're about to get you soup, and then as you realize that they're actually like brother and sister and like this is like heavy incest, you can see the look, you can literally see the look on Arthur's face as he's realizing this, and he's like got like this look like, Oh my fucking god. That's when I realized that like facial animations in video games have gone so far.
You literally derailed the whole point that we were trying to make, but okay.
Well, it's just like the realization of it is horrifying.
So we're ranting about shows we don't like right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk
We're
about
ranting about.
Shut up. I want to talk about Toradora. Literally spend
no.
12 fucking episodes building up to a moment in time in which the characters reach their goals. You go through a little bit of character development for every single one of them, and then you say nah. Then you say nah. Let's fuck it all up by the end, so we can make these two fuck each other instead of what they're going for since the beginning. Because you just can't have a normal friendship in anime, you motherfucker.
I don't know. I know everyone here hates it, but I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it.
I mean, I think Connor likes it.
I liked the ending. Yeah,
I thought it was pretty alright.
I thought it was natural.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
And after watching it, I looked it up.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about endings to shows I fucking hate,
oh no, I know it's just.
Cameron knows what I'm talking about.
Are you talking
Gurren
Gurren
Lagann?
Lagann?
Yeah, I'm talking about Gurren Lagann.
Engin
Barry-
Toppa, Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, bury your fucking wives, my
Wait.
dude.
Cameron, what's that show that I hated so much that I don't even remember the name? That I have to
Do I
talk
have
to
to
you
keep
every.
track of everyone's hated anime?
No, that I literally have to ask you every single time what it is because I erase it from my memory. It's where
I always
the guy.
forget. Well, okay.
It's where the guy goes around fucking every single girl he sees.
School Days?
No, not that way.
Not that way.
Not he fucks his sister too, and it's literally the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had to sit through.
Sword Art Online?
Monogatari?
Oh,
No.
oh god, that made me shiver.
No, it's not that one. I don't remember the name of it.
Now, is this...
I
No, we're
don't-
talking about anime here, right?
Yes, this
We're
is
not talking about
definitely
one of those
so-
off-brands?
Well, I'm
No,
so
this
confused.
is definitely an anime, and it made me so uncomfortable. I thought it
Yosuga
was,
no Sora?
I don't know
Wait a
this
second.
one. I don't think. Okay. Well, I don't think we were talking about shows we hated. I don't know how we got here.
No, we were talking about trends in
Wait, yes,
modern.
yes, it's this one.
Yosuga
You're
no
right.
Sora?
Yeah, this is the one.
What's this
I
English
hate this
name?
one.
I'm glad
I
I
think-
caught that for you.
I hate this show. It's so bad.
It
Oh.
is. It's based off of a visual novel.
It's
And-
a 6.4 out of 10. It should be a 2.
You know how they rate it. They never go below 5. But I mean that show's just
It's
everything that you don't want it to be.
bad.
You know? It's just one of
It's
those.
so garbage.
Okay. Can I ask another question?
Yeah, what's your
Yeah,
other
go
question?
Since you all seem to.
I guess we're talking about
I'm
bad
guessing
stuff.
you mostly dislike shows from the modern era.
I don't know.
Mostly?
Most of my shows that I like are from the modern. I would say.
Okay. So if you could say one thing the modern has over old school, what would it be? You think?
And animation.
It's
in my opinion, it's more
Okay.
visually pleasing. Probably, usually.
Probably. That's fair.
here's the thing that I would say.
Okay, go.
I think the music can be better. It has the potential to be better. But it's not really sometimes. Most of the time, I'd say.
I strongly agree with this point.
You know,
not-
it's like there are a lot of highs, but then there's very few of that.
Also, there's also a lot of good old school anime that has good music, like Cowboy Bebop, of
Mhm.
course.
Yeah,
I think Trigun has
I-
some pretty good music too.
Yeah.
But I do agree most old school show or anime
I also
just uses
think-
classical music, I think.
Yeah, they just stick to like a symphonic thing that's
Yeah.
kind of the same throughout the entire period where it sort of existed.
Guys, I'm fucking hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of hungry too, but you know,
I'm
let's
fuck-
keep going.
Fucking hungry.
Let's finish our points. Let's finish
What?
our ideas.
I was gonna say I also think that modern anime tends to go, or at least has more anime that are darker in theme than older anime, in my opinion.
In some cases, yeah. I think
Yeah,
I see that too.
like there's.
But I think sometimes it could be overdone. Like it's just gratuitous.
Yeah, but like there's like bad horror like in every
Yeah.
genre,
That's
and
true.
that's just I don't know, man.
I think my main plus up for modern anime is that it uses a lot of unique art styles and animations that older
Yes.
school uses the kind of the same design and flow, I guess.
Mhm.
Like with modern, you have the god of art direction, Masaki Yuasa, who did Tatami Galaxy, Ping Pong the Animation, and Devil May Cry Baby, which I'm personally not a huge fan of, but I really still love his work.
Devil May Cry Baby.
Devil Man Cry Baby.
Devil May Cry Baby.
Devil May Cry Baby.
The Deviler May or Crier.
Yeah. Oh, and also Kaiba, which is also a great show.
I do think you have to say that Devilman Crybaby had a good animation style.
I think
yeah.
I think it was his weakest work, animation, but I do think it was still interesting than most of the stuff that was pumped out through recent years. But there's not just work that he's done. There's like other works like, Mob Psycho has a really cool art style. Fooly Cooly.
Everything made by one is godlike.
Yeah.
If you read it
I
wrong.
think it's really
Alan,
good animation.
the only thing one has ever done is One Punch Man.
Yeah.
And
you
Mob
keep
Psycho?
saying that same thing.
And Mob Psycho, are you okay?
No, he didn't do
They're
Mob Psycho.
both-
That's
yes, he
that's
did.
another artist.
He literally wrote he's not the artist for this. Do you not? I'm talking
sure
about
about
the story, Kenny.
Yeah.
I want to show you what one's art style looks like.
Yeah, I know what it sounds like.
Yeah, he made Mob Psycho as well.
Yeah.
Did he?
I
Yes,
think
he
you
did.
guys just need to kill each other.
Can you guys think of any other shows that would fit this? Or like have a unique art style? Or just animation in general?
Give me a second.
Ping pong anime that you guys love so fucking much.
Yeah. How about Katana
said that, though.
Gatari, Connor?
What?
Katana Gatari?
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, I love
I
that
actually
art
really
style.
liked it.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
beautiful.
it was really weird how much of a slow burn that was.
Yeah, it was really heavy
Man.
dialogue. But I still think
Yeah,
that's a really
really.
cool show.
Yeah, I really liked it. I liked the idea of how it's like, what really is a sword?
Yeah.
Are your hands swords? Your hands are swords.
There was one sword that was literally just like the hilt and it didn't do anything. It was just kind of
There was
worthless.
one sword was just a sharp fucking suit of armor.
Give me a second, because I gotta school Kenny here. So
Okay.
one has produced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different works.
Okay, I'll take that.
Eat my shit.
Well, no. See, I'll concede because I was getting the artist and the writer mixed up. So I was under the assumption that one was the guy that originally drew One Punch Man, and I'm alright. But I didn't know that he continued on writing it because it like that whole entire thing kind of got abandoned by him. But then it was picked up by the artist Yusuke Murata, and that's who I'm familiar with.
Yeah, he works with him.
Yeah.
He's literally worked with him in every single one of these. I'm pretty sure.
So that's where I was getting confused. But going back to Connor and Cameron's discussion about Katana Gatari.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess you guys
I
didn't
guess
have
we
it.
concluded it. I mean, it was. I just really like the animation. It's very minimalistic in a way. Like some
I know.
shows go
Yeah.
really too far with it. I think.
I
I'm not a huge
I don't
fan of
know.
hyper-realistic
just-
stuff.
I'll say this.
kind of liked how. What? Oh, Kenny.
No. You can go ahead because I was about to bring up a new point.
I kind of like how, like, a lot of animes just sort of, they just really force relationships to happen. Like,
Yeah.
kind of like the world just kind of forces them together.
Mhm.
But in this one, it is forced, but it's literally forced when the character says, I'm gonna fucking marry you, bro. Get used to it. And then the rest of it is just like, how do I do this? Because this guy, he's like a fucking idiot. And he's like, you do it like this. And he's like, oh, okay. All right. And then it's not really like funny. It's just like it's happening, I guess. It's not really that great, but it's just really refreshing contrast to how like the world itself is forcing two people together through like he fell on the fucking stairs and is now cupping a feel or some bullshit like that.
Mm,
Like Oreimo.
I don't think that happens.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Pretty sure
I
it
think
does.
he doesn't accidentally fall. He just falls on purpose.
Oh, on purpose. Oh, okay. See,
Um,
I was confused when I watched that.
Yeah.
Oh, Oreimo. That's
Yeah.
what the fucking name was.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that show.
short
Um,
version of it.
Kenny, you're about to say something.
That show is like taint juice.
Yeah, it is. So the thing that I don't like about new anime, modern anime, is that they don't appreciate the silence that some scenes can have,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
also jump cut a lot.
Oh
They
yeah.
don't like to have scenes just hang to build tension. It feels so artificial in the way that they sort of set up drama
Mhm.
compared to old modern anime,
Oh,
where
damn.
some scenes will
I-
just like pan, or they'll just silently hang there while a character does a simple movement.
Yeah.
And it loses that beauty of, I think, Eastern culture. See, like, here's the thing. This is where why I'm saying like the introduction of Western culture is the sort of like the transitional break off between anime. It's that in Eastern Japanese culture specifically, when you listen to music, you don't listen to the beats, you listen to the silence in between the beats. So the silence is like really emphatic to that culture. And where in Western culture, we just listen to the beats. That's where we get our
Yeah.
rhythm.
Like
You
something's
know-
going on all the time.
You know, people today don't know how to appreciate a 40-second long forced music cut images of people's stressed faces, like in Naruto, where you have to push for time and just have probably about 3 to 4 minutes of just people's faces and then inner dialogue, and that's about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's boring.
It is boring
Because it's
because
literally filler, Connor. You could literally have made
Whoa!
you could have
It's-
made 2 episodes one, but you decided to stretch it out.
Do you think there's more filler in old school anime?
No, not necessarily. I feel
Uh,
like
I guess there isn't very long running shows in old
because
school.
the first season of Naruto was beautiful. It was a good show, but like everything after that was like tons of filler.
I'll say this because it's kind of unfair because the output of new modern anime, there's just so much
Yeah.
Yeah,
that it's inevitable that it would be filler. With
True.
modern anime, it was more rare to see filler, but the amount of filler that we got, it was always half and half. You always had the potential of it being a good filler episode or being a bad one. And in modern anime now, it's always almost 80% going to be a filler episode, where you're just like, I don't even want to watch this.
Yeah.
okay.
I think I'm a little spent about talking about anime.
I'm fucking done, yo. Don't make me
Alright.
do anything. Get these anime chains off of my wrists.
All right, you have been reborn into the 3D world. Welcome back. You
Welcome back.
loosed your harem. You are no longer friends.
Yep. Just wait until the second season where you want to go back.
Oh yeah,
I'll
the second
just
season
say-
where he has that revelation where it's like, but I missed having
Yeah,
those
the
things.
real world really sucks. I want to go back to that 2D harem isekai world.
Oh, fuck that. I got a girlfriend here. Fuck that.
Well, thank
Fuck
you
that shit.
everyone
That shit
for
bothered me to death.
tuning in to the Cabin Podcast.
Wow.
I get it.
Good joke.
No, thank you for tuning in to Co-opt Up. Now that we have spent all our Kyber juice, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yes.
This podcast was brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
I don't think. Thank you.
Kisishiburi!
I hate you.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Goodbye.